Hang on, I'm grabbing something I forgot. I'm coming. Okay, sorry guys. All the last minute things that I always do. All right, where am I? Mute, perfect, live. All right. Live. Okay, guys, I hope that we can talk about this civilly and informatively. Hi, Justin. All right. Justin, it's all your fault. I blame you. YouTube didn't notify you. Great. I know there's only 4 people in here. I have to say, Brad better get his little patootie on here. What time did he comment? Hi, Darian. I saw your live chat on Code as Cards. Code as Cards. Hi, Silver. Autumn, you are not late. We're just getting started. Yeah, it's a heavy topic tonight, guys. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's see. Hi, Justin and Selkie, Witchy Woo, Darian, Truth, Steven, Silver, Bex, Autumn, Courtney, Soul Sister. Hi. You even misrepresented what she said. What? On Code? Hold on. I'm not quite sure what you mean yet. I saw your live chat on Code as Cards. Code as Cards. I don't know what that means, honey. Help me out. Oh, CBR. Oh, last night. Is that what you're talking about? Hi, Silver. Hi, Autumn. Goddess. Autumn, Twilight, Courtney Smith. Rochelle, hi. Joyous Dolphin, hi. Melanie, hi. Catherine, don't say sorry right away. No way, lady. Goddess cards. Oh, okay. All right, Brad says he can't make it here, which, damn it, ticks me off because he's one of the ones that has the problem with this. So I really wanted his opinion in here so that we can talk back and forth about it. Crunchy, hi. Sherry Bug, hi. Courtney, title has me worried. I know. It is a, that's okay. Spellbug got in your way. That's all right. No problem. I don't believe you respected the fact of who the critic was. I have to disagree with you because I went into that video, I have to say, already hating Colette Baron-Reid. So, I disagree, but we're allowed to disagree. It's okay. And your differing opinion is welcome. And I'm eager to see a response video on why you feel I was wrong. I don't have any problem with that. What's the trigger? Hi, Witchy Woo. We'll talk about it. What's the trigger warning? We'll get there. Hang on. Hi, Sonia. Exactly. Just an opinion. Exactly. I needed something else to focus on. Yay! Oh, good. Well, good. We can focus on something else that's kind of heavy. All right. So here's the thing, guys. I want to start off. What are we talking about? We are talking about trigger warnings because we have gotten up to 450 people in the Facebook group, right? You claimed she was not the healer Colette used. All right. Truth, I don't mean to cut you off, and I absolutely welcome your opinions, but we're going to talk about something different tonight. And perfect. And like I said, I welcome your opinion, and I have no problem with you, you know, rebutting what I've said. Awesome. I have no problem with that at all whatsoever. I absolutely welcome it. I love it when people have a differing opinion from mine because it's my opportunity to learn. And like I said, I purposely try to go into something like that with an open mind. And I expected to be right on her side on the I can't remember her name now, on the half Hindu woman's side because I hate Colette Baron-Reid already. So, and I was actually surprised by my reaction that I thought, yes, thank you, Angelique. I was especially surprised by my reaction because I already hate Colette Baron-Reid. My reaction was more, yeah, that Colette Baron-Reid didn't surprise me at all because she has done that for a long, long time. The person on the video wasn't the healer. She referred to the healer. Exactly. Did I say she was the healer? I think I said that I couldn't remember what the healer's name was, and I wanted to look it up later. But again, it was late, and I'm not on that late. And I will say, in my defense, Mercury's in retrograde, and it's screwing with me bad, this one. So, absolutely, though, you're welcome to rebut, and I would love to watch your rebuttal and rebut the rebuttal of the rebuttals. Whatever. Yes, we're talking about... Oh, no, we're talking about... All right. Separate subject, Truth. This is separate, completely separate from Colette Baron-Reid's thing. Okay. I can't, Sonia, because that's not what we're talking about. So we can talk about that later if we get through this part, okay? And everybody's still alive and good. But I want to separate it because it has nothing to do with that. Yes. So what we're talking about is that in our Facebook group, we have a lot of people now. We have, I was just going to look. That's what I was going to look and see. We have 426 members. But I want to rebut the rebuttal of the rebuttals of the rebuttal, right? I said she wasn't the healer and she was. Are you saying that Angelia was the healer that Colette Baron-Reid said on her video? Because that wasn't the name she said. Sorry, I'm getting squirrely. But yes, we can talk about it hopefully once we get through this part. But this is separate, so I'm going to switch topics. I know, right? Terrible. Okay. This topic is about trigger warnings. Something that I'm fairly new to. I don't have a whole lot of experience with trigger warnings. It's a fairly new thing. I know the first time that it was mentioned. Okay. All right. Bye-bye then. Thanks for stopping. It's a fairly new thing. And the first time it was ever mentioned was in 2005, actually. So it's a fairly new thing anyways. But when this came up, I thought that was a good way to manage what has come up in our Facebook group, and therefore what has come up here, because I'm going to be using it on my channel. So trigger warnings. Let's talk about what it is to start out with. A trigger warning is basically a disclaimer before you talk about something that is potentially disturbing enough for a vulnerable population, that it could throw them into a dark place or throw them into a depression or put them into, a bad space with memories and that kind of thing. PTSD, that's definitely one thing. Abused people, it's a vulnerable population. It is those of us who have some mental conditions, including myself. People who have been abused in any way in life. Those people with PTSD. Hi, Simon. Welcome. Yes, exactly. And don't we all? Exactly. It's like wine is a trigger to an alcoholic. Exactly. That's exactly it. In fact, that's one of the examples I was going to use too is, alcohol, having alcohol up, out, and everything in front of an alcoholic. There's two different thought processes on that. So what I wanted to start out by saying is that so many of us are empaths. Right? And so what does that mean? That means that we specifically feel the energies coming off from another person. And so as a Libra, as an empath, as a witch, as a human being, part of my goal in life is to try not to hurt people as much as I can. And that is a different train of thought than some people. And I get that. And that's okay. But for me and for many people, I will go out of my way to try not to hurt someone. We'll get there, Alice. Give me a minute. And sometimes we don't know what's going to hurt people. You're right. It's hard to say. Hi, Jenna. So because we don't always know, we have to kind of think ahead a little bit, or it would be nice of us to think ahead a little bit to people who, this is my one of my work shirts. You are Highland breast imaging. I have problems, but nerfing the world won't go away. It's not about problems though, Ash. So let me get there. Let me say my thing first, and then I absolutely want discussion about it, because I have differing feelings about it in my own way too. Hi, Linda. So here's the thing. Let's define first of all what part of the population we're talking about. 100% of us could have triggers for different things. 100%. Because we all have been victimized in one way or another, whether it's by our own selves, our shadow self or someone else or society at large. Okay? But there's a difference. I want to make this really, really clear. I am not saying that on my page, you cannot post something that you think, oh, this might offend someone. And I'm not saying that I don't care if it offends someone. I'm saying we're going to draw a line, though. And it's not a clear line. It's not a clear line. Mercury. Yay. Bear with me, guys, because this is such an important discussion. Hopefully, Mercury does not kill me today. Thank you, Jen. Okay, so it is tricky. It is absolutely tricky. So here's the thing. A trigger is different than being offended. A trigger is, let's say that yep, it's going to be one of those nights, guys. But I'm telling you what, the powers that be had better hold off because this is an important concept and I am not going to fudge it down the line. Okay. And I'm not reading your comments. I hate to say that, but I promise I will get back to the comments that I can. I just want to get my thought process out first so that we can lay it on the table and then get into the logistics, okay? I'm going to give an example to start out with. The example is, let's say that I was sexually abused as a child. That I have had to go through years of counseling to get a hold on that. And that someone unknowingly, and I'm not saying that anybody is trying to hurt somebody, but if you post something that shows a sexually explicit picture of that doesn't even, like, let's say Pan, who a lot of times is pictured in an aggressive sexual stance naked. As a pagan, I'm like, puh, I love that picture because that is a divine masculine energy. And that is something that I want to portray in my practice as very important. It is very important. However, me as the sexually abused child has to remember that my uncle stood, we're talking about trigger warnings, Simon. I have implemented trigger warnings into my group and people are really ticked about it. So now I'm going to kind of explain how we're trying to do this. What I see coming up, somebody put a post up of Pan that is, and this is not the example. This is not how it happened, but I'm just trying to generalize. Somebody put a sexually explicit picture of Pan in a forward pose, in a masculine, strong, assertive pose on the wall, and it made me have a flashback of my uncle. This is not me, guys. I'm putting an example, but of my uncle who stood over me like that, and it spun me into a huge depression. That suddenly I feel like, whoa, I'm kind of back there for a second, and it ruined my day. It made me shaky. It increased my blood pressure. It increased my heart rate. It like a disclaimer, exactly. So all a trigger warning is you look at this picture that you want to post. Hi, Dustin. And you are thinking of what we have determined in the group to be, that's pretty triggering for someone. And instead of immediately posting that picture without any disclaimer, all you do is click on where you post and you write trigger warning. Not every post, Ashley. Let me get through this. If you guys are going to just make up your minds before we even talk about it, then don't be here. This group, we talk about things, right? So let's talk. So instead of, and now if you're the person who posted this image of Pan, who 90% of the, and probably in our group, Amelia, it is probably mostly about pictures, but not always. No, sometimes it's someone wrote a fictional story. Sometimes they're talking about an experience that they had while doing ritual. Sometimes they're talking about a dream that they had that talks about, I've had people say to me that they had a dream about Pan who came and had sex with them explicitly. Okay, so Ash, is it you just don't want to give me a chance to explain what we're talking about? Because I'll let you talk. If you want to go on your channel and talk about it, I'd be happy to go and listen to what you say. But I really feel like you're not giving me a chance to talk. All right, everybody, before I finish, give me a chance to lay it out there so we can talk about it. What I'm saying is, we don't want to purposely trigger someone. And there's a difference, guys, between purposely offending some people and purposefully triggering. There's a difference. It is not easy to know that difference. Okay? I'm not saying that it's easy to know that difference. I am saying that as empaths and human beings and people who we all know personally, someone who has some issues with some major depression stuff or some suicidal thoughts or some victimization or PTSD or whatever. And so what I'm saying is we want to try to not trigger someone that we love purposefully. We're not going to accomplish that all the time. I'm not saying that we even try to accomplish that all the time. I'm not saying that you can't post that. I am saying I don't see a huge problem, though, with before you post something that has been determined for someone in our group to be triggering. I can't believe that everybody's going to have such a huge problem with trying to think about, and I'll tell you what, let's put it out there because you know what? Brad is going to come on and watch this later. This was specifically about Brad's post. I hate to call it out when he's not here. I hate that. I love Brad. I didn't personally have any problem with Brad's post. I don't mind that Brad's post was on my wall. But there are more than one person that was triggered by it. And so, and it wasn't every picture either. Crystal penis, we've had them on the wall 1,000 times. That was not the issue. The issue was when he held the crystal penis down to his pants, like where his regular penis would be. That was the triggering. It was not the crystal penis as a whole. We're okay with that. But that specific picture put them in distress. So if we know that that specific picture is distressing for someone, then there shouldn't be, nope, Selkie, relax. Not just deleted. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. I'm not saying that post can't be there. All I'm saying is, if we put a trigger warning on it, all you have to do is say, trigger warning, this post has some sexually explicit content and could be triggering for some people. That's it. Then put the picture in the comments so the rest of us who aren't triggered can see it. That's it. That's exact. Maybe post it in the comments. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't post it. I'm not saying you have to censor it. I'm just saying put at the top of it. Some people who are hurt, who have PTSD, Mercury, thank you. You're right, Simon. We could be. And that's not what I want. That is not what I want at all. That's why I've said this is going to be a learning curve. Because I'm not going to do that to every post. But for a while, to try to look at what we're posting and not purposefully hurt some of the people in our group, I don't think that's too much to ask for. I really don't. And if you think that I'm going to censor every post that's out there, I'm not. And I'm not saying that every post has to have that disclaimer. I'm not. I don't expect it to. Because there's a huge, huge difference between offensive and triggering. And I do not mean at all that everyone should be weary of what's on there. It's an adult page for the most part, and there shouldn't be, that's right, it's an exercise to be more conscious. And I don't have any issue with, all right, let me get on and look at some of the, I think it's important that people remember they can self-censor. There have been posts that upsets me, but I don't complain because I just click hide. Absolutely. But all right. So you just click hide after it triggers you. I know there is, Selkie. I know. But that doesn't stop the fact that I'm not talking about every post at all. I'm not talking about 90% of the stuff that we post. How do we know what will or won't trigger, especially with how we all tend to go squirrel sometimes and off topic? Okay, that's a good question. We're not going to all know that all the time. We're not. And that's what I'm saying. Having to hide that post means you have to read the post first to get triggered anyway. Exactly. That's exactly my point. You can't unsee some images. That's right. It's not about not liking something. It's about something that seriously affects someone with a trigger. Now, what was the difference? Because I'm going to tell you, if you guys can't tell the difference in this, come on. I'm gonna offend a lot of people. But I'm telling you right now, there was 2 pictures on that post. One was triggering and one was not. And what was that? I'm not saying that the crystal penis was a problem. It wasn't. It was when Brad put it at his zipper. And you guys really can't see where that would be triggering for someone. That's just too hard for you to do, to say, oh, that particular thing may be triggering. You really can't tell the difference between the two? I think you can. And I think even if you don't and you post it and someone says, oh, you know what? I'm kind of triggered by this. Guess what? No, they weren't both like that. If you post it, nothing happens, guys. I'm not going to say it was a very suggestive position. Very. I personally didn't have a problem with it, but I'm not triggered by that. Okay, let's bring it up. Hang on. I'm working on it. Him holding a crystal penis is one thing. Holding it as a sexual organ is another. I personally didn't have a problem because it's not my trigger. Exactly. Honey, the chocolate in the shape of a penis was not at someone's zipper. I can't. Exactly. I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not even upset with Brad because it's not my trigger, and I'm not upset with him at all. And that's what I'm trying to say is, all right, here's part of the problem is there's 75 people. So chat scrolls so fast that I cannot answer every question with my squirrel brain in retrograde. So I'm trying to do it one at a time, which is why I wanted to try to get out what I had to say. But instead, now I'm going to just go through and try to answer every question individually as we go along. So hold on. Let me just find it. Because what I want to say is that you might not know. And guess what? It's okay. It's nobody. I'm not going to say you're an awful person for posting somebody that could be a trigger. Because I'm going to do it. I'm going to be one of those people that post something that triggers someone. I know it because I am that kind of humor. I am. But, yes, I know. It really is, Cove. It is such an unfortunate period of time to have this conversation, for sure. During Mercury retrograde, for sure. I know I'm going to be that person. What I'm saying is I'm not going to treat it like it's an offense. Okay? I'm not. It is not an offense because we're all going to be learning. What I'm saying is I do want to try to make it so we're not a people who purposefully do that. So if someone posted something, I cannot believe that I'm never going to find it. And knows that it was personally triggering for someone, then we're going to ask that they not post that exact, what that was again. All right. Well, I guess you're right, Dustin. Kind of. Yeah. See, I didn't see that that's where it was the first time. No, he didn't. He didn't post it on purpose to trigger someone. And that's what I'm saying, though. He didn't do that. But it was triggering for more than one person. So when someone said, oh, you know what? That's really triggering for me. It's not the crystal penis. It is the fact that he has it at his zipper. Brad was really ticked that I was asking him to put a trigger warning on it and put the pictures in the comments instead. That was really ticked. And so, exactly, no one is angry with Brad. Brad is now really angry with me, I can tell you. But no one is angry with Brad at all. I adore Brad. If anything, this conversation is not easy for me either, because I am not a person that likes to say we have to censor some things. It's not that, though. It's not a censoring. It is just a disclaimer. So, okay, then he can't be responsible for their emotions. I'm not making him responsible for their emotions. I just don't get, Dustin, why, if someone says, hey, this is really triggering for me, why it should be a huge problem to, exactly, you don't choose to be triggered. Why it should be a huge problem to put the damn pictures in the comment. Why? Why is that so hard? Ashley, I have seen all your posts. And you know what? I've never once had anyone say that any of your posts were triggering. Dustin, I know people can be triggered by anything. I get that. Yes, because that's what I'm saying, Dustin, is that if you're posting a picture of your cat, you have to post a disclaimer on it. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm so glad we're having this adult conversation. Really, guys, what I'm saying is someone was specifically triggered by Brad's crystal penis held up to his zipper where his dick would be. Why is that a problem to say, oh, you know what? Someone was triggered by this. Can we put that picture in the comments? I don't think anyone would intentionally post anything to trigger anyone, and it kind of feels like mom is... But I'm not, Dustin. I've said I love Brad. I personally loved that post. I don't have any problem with it whatsoever. Except that there are more than one person that was triggered by it. So I asked him to put a disclaimer on it and put it in the comments. And that's a huge problem. Honey, I'm coming across as condescending because you're not understanding, guys. You're not understanding. I'm not saying that you have to put a disclaimer on anything that you post. Unless someone says, I am specifically triggered by this thing. By this thing. Not a cat maybe, or a... I know. I don't think many are understanding either. And I, guys, I promise you that some of this is Mercury. And I'm sure that I'm not speaking as clearly as I'd want to. I want us to be aware that there are people in our group who are going through issues that some of us cannot understand. And if those people, Ashley, you're not going to fuck up. You know why? No one is going to fuck up unless I message you and say, hey, that post that you posted, someone said it was triggering. I wouldn't have thought that either. But can you put the pictures in the comments for me and just post a triggering warning? And you say, fuck you, Jen. I don't wanna. It's my post and I don't care if people are hurt by it. Unless you did that, then you didn't fuck up. That's what I'm saying. Honey, why though? Ashley, did you hear what Dustin said? Someone could be posted or someone could be triggered by a cat. And he's not kidding. That's true. Someone could be by... Exactly. Someone could be triggered by anything. Yes, because Dustin, people are not understanding what I'm saying. That's why we're here, is because people were really ticked when I put something in there about what it was. Exactly. Trigger warning, graphic image. Done. Not everything that we post, guys, is a penis. What? I'm just so confused. Well, when people... shit, hold on. Well, when people disagree with you, you shut them down and tell them they were wrong. Honey, I'm not understanding then what you're saying. Because I am not saying that you can't post anything. Nothing. There is not one picture that I have said that anybody can't post. Not one. What I'm saying, again, is if we get someone that says, wow, this really put me into a spin and I didn't expect it to, or I didn't, ooh, shoot, this was a bad picture for me. I'm going to say to you, hey, this was triggering for someone. Can we put a trigger warning on it and put it in the comments? Okay. Yeah. You're not kidding, Dustin. It does. Ira, you are welcome to your opinion. What I am saying is, in my Facebook group, if I message you and say, hey, the post that you posted, we got a message that it triggered someone, and you tell me to fuck off, you don't care, and it's free speech and you're going to post it anyway, then we're going to have a problem. Love, Mercury. I feel like you're not connecting. Okay, look. First of all, relax. You guys should know by now I cry at the drop of a hat. This is frustration because apparently I'm not getting my thoughts across, which means I hate Mercury. So, for example, how do you know if something is sexist so it's going to trigger someone? You don't, unless I message you and say, hey, Ira, the post that you just posted triggered someone. Someone was very upset by it and it triggered them. Could you edit it for me and put a trigger warning on it and put your motherfucking pictures in the comments? And you say, Jen, kiss my motherfucking ass. Then we have an issue. I will also say that if I have said to you, the post that you posted yesterday triggered someone. That post was of you putting a crystal penis by your zipper. And you say, oh, okay, I'm going to change that post. And then next week, you put a rose quartz penis by your zipper and think that that one was okay because the other one was clear quartz. I'm going to have a problem with that too. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm apparently not saying it right for some people. And so my frustration is, okay, Mercury, get the fuck out of my way. Because apparently people are not understanding my voice. No, because guys, this is not pain. This is just frustration. Exactly. I know everybody's upset because they think they're going to be censored. I know. Harm none. Thank you. Yes. That's what I mean. I'm not being able to connect my thoughts to other people's brains. And it's so frustrating. Can we just do a brain meld thing so you all understand what I'm saying and then I don't have to, in Mercury, try to think of a smarter way to say it? Okay, hold on. Where's my Dustin? Because, Dustin, you know I love you. So why didn't you just remove the post or the person? Because this is my point, Dustin. I don't want to censor that post or my people. Because Brad's my people. I love Brad. I don't want him to stop posting it. I just want him to edit the damn post that I love so that it doesn't trigger other people. Why can't I do that? Yes. Yes. Hold on. Wait. Brad. Yep. Great. It's fine. Whatever. Simon, what are you talking about? Oh, you know what? This was just a stupid thing to do this during Mercury retrograde, because apparently what I think I'm saying is not what's coming out of my mouth. So,
you okay?
Yeah, I will be. I'm just frustrated.
What's happening?
Because what I'm trying to say is apparently not coming out right.
What's happening?
It's a really long story that I'll talk to you about after. I'm literally on a live right now. Isn't that great?
Why not end it for a second?
Because I don't want people to think that this is pain. It's not. I'm frustrated. Well, all right, now it's kind of pain because now I feel like I just lost Brad as a friend because he thinks somehow that I'm censoring when that's not what I'm doing, but...
Okay, people are going to think a certain way. There's not a lot you can do about it.
I know. Exactly. Well, I hope so, Brad, because if you, like, stop being friends with me, I'm going to be really pissed. Thank you. But Brad, if you have a problem with doing that, though, I want you to tell me why, because I'm apparently not getting it. Because my point is, if someone specifically says to me, I'm sorry, but this hurt me and it triggered me, and it may not hurt and trigger other people, I'm going to say, oh shit, I didn't know that. Put the disclaimer at the top and put it in the motherfucking comments. Oh, I don't know what glide is. Sorry. I am not that technologically advanced. But not everyone is a Libra. Thank you, Minky. That is really true. That is so true. I am the Libra. You can ask my son. Him and I argue about stuff because he's like, no, I'm totally not changing what I'm doing because somebody else has a problem with it. And I'm like, of course I would.
It's
like, we get into really bad discussions about pronouns now. Because I'm like, just call them the pronoun they want to be called. What is the fucking problem?
because some of them are lying. And I think that's a worse problem.
Okay, sorry. I know I'm missing a lot. I'm sorry. I know, but Brad... All right, I hope we are good and we'll talk later, but... It's because... apparently it is because I'm a Libra. And I want everyone to be happy and get along and love each other and have a big group hug. And if everybody is not doing that, then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Even though I know it's not me. Because I'm like, wait, everybody has to hug and have a group hug. Apparently some of you do not have Libras in your family. I am okay. I'm just frustrated. Yes, we do have a whole lot of people in our group now. True. Very true. I'm good, Helen. Don't I look good? Right? I'm a Virgo and I'm sitting back away. Well, Brad, I'm coming after you with a big hug, so I don't know what to tell you. I hope you're not offended because I don't care. All right, I do care. Did that offend you? Okay. Yes. The list was to exactly to, and that is not, I did not mean that list is not, you have to put a warning on everything. It's not that. I'm just giving you examples of what could end up being a trigger so that you understand if I tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, that's a trigger for someone. You don't throw me to the wolves and say, no, it's not. It can't be. Oh, pumpkin scones, really? I don't know, though. That makes me think of fall, and I don't want to go through winter all over again. I don't want to. I'm almost done with winter. I'm not going backwards. I can't eat pumpkin when it's almost spring. Oh, good. Thank you, Brad. I would be really, really upset. If you can't tell. Whew. Just the thought of that makes me really, really upset. Is that how it's worded, Stephen? I swear to you guys, I even said to the admins, can you read this? Because I don't know if this sounds right. But it is Mercury. Sorry, Helen. I didn't mean to make anybody else cry too. This is frustration, that's all. Hi, Gretchen. Welcome to my frustrating Mercury day. Exactly, Rhonda. I don't have a problem with that. I know everyone has to be responsible for themselves. I totally get it. Oh, go get some crystals. Just send me pictures of them, Brad. No matter what they are. I am not triggered by that. Please send me the pictures and post them to the wall. Just under a warning. That's all. Oh, please. Do you see this? I wanted to pop on and say I'm doing my part. Good. I love you. So much, Brad. And so does Catherine, by the way. And so does the other person that was triggered. That's what I want to say is that people are not saying I'm triggered because they don't like you or they don't like your humor or they don't, whatever. That's not it. I could post something that to 99% of the people is not anything. But one person goes, oh, holy shit. I didn't realize that, but that was, and that sent me into a tailspin. And we can't always know what that is. But if we can try to be sensitive to each other and realize, oh yeah, you know what? I got told that this was triggering by someone. Can I just put a disclaimer on this one in case that person sees it? I'm not trying, Helen. Please don't make me start over, Helen. I'm not trying to do that. I know that, Dustin. I do. My father's getting punched out by retrograde. He threatened to break my phone over the wall because I was on YouTube. Whew. Whew. Oh, Shauna, don't worry about it. I cry like this 12 times a day. Not really. That's not true. But at least once a week, I bet. Because I do get frustrated. And this is how my frustration comes out, which really sucks, I have to say. When you have a job that your boss is an ex-Marine, that really sucked. Because this would happen, and I'm like, no, you're not understanding. I'm just frustrated right now because I fucking hate you. And so this frustration, this is how I am frustrated. So you're just going to have to give me a minute. I know you're a big Marine and it makes you uncomfortable. But so, and of course, he looked at me like, oh, you big fucking baby, and hated me. It was great. And eventually I got fired for no reason. It was awesome. Yep, exactly. I hate frustration crying because there's just nothing. There is no way to stop it because it just is. I'm not ashamed of my emotions at all. And the older I am, the more I'm like, fuck you. This is my emotion. I don't know what to tell you. But when you're trying to control it at work because you have a big annoying Marine as a boss. When I was I worked at Watkins Glen in Schuyler Hospital for 7 years. That's the job that I would come home crying half the time though, because my boss, I'll name him. His name is Larry. He's a motherfucker. He was an ex-Marine and a unemotional creature completely. Which means this and him did not get along very much because he wanted everyone to be inline Marines in his department. Don't want to tell you, this cannot change. Don't frustrate me so much that you make me want to do this every day and we won't have a problem. Yeah, right, Jennifer? I know, I hear you. I smoke a butt when I get frustrated. I quit over 10 years ago now. Mofo Larry is his new name. I quit, wow, over a long time now. Holy shit, wait, how old am I? 46. I know, I think I was 38 when I quit. No, I quit before that because I know it's been over 10 years. I think I quit right after I was 30, so I think I was 32. Still have those coffin nails? Yes, I do. Oof, yeah. For sure. Okay, so show of hands, who doesn't get it? Just so I know, I will try to connect with you on a different level. Getting e-cig, right? I know, I just don't understand. That sounds so bad. The freaking, the vape things. I cannot, it's like technology to me. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? I don't understand it. I actually feel that if anyone gets triggered because of something, would be more useful if that person says it's triggered and we can give them support and help better than just a warning. Here's the problem with that is that we are not professionals and we are not in person. And there's only so much you can do. I don't know how to say this. I am not going to be responsible for curing someone's trigger because we cannot go there. I love everyone and I will help everyone who comes to me for help. But that's a whole different, yes, we should not be giving medical advice. That's a whole different ballgame. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, they need to do their own shadow work. Yes. And that could be just a cultural difference, honey. What I'm saying, though, is that I am not going to purposely hurt someone. So if someone says, ooh, that picture is triggering, there should not be a huge thing, guys, in just putting the warning thing on it and putting it in the comments. I just don't understand. I just don't understand why that's so horrible. I'm not getting it. I'm not a censorship kind of person, guys. I'm not. But I'm not a person who's purposely going to hurt someone. I'm not understanding. Yes, me, Mercury retrograde is kicking my ass. Kicking my ass. Bad. Where's Jeff when we need him, right? Oh, no kidding. Just if he could stare at us with those pretty eyes of his. Yes. Putting a warning on a post. Come on, guys. It's just a disclaimer. Who's Jeff and why don't we know about his pretty eyes? Oh, Cat. His channel is called Tattooed Spirit. TATTOO' Spirit. His name is Jeff, and he is amazing. He is an amazing tarot worker. I love his tarot. His tarot videos are amazing. I love them. He is a professional. He's a, come on, guys, help me out. He's a, what is he? He's a, hypnotherapist. Thank you. He's a hypnotherapist. Yes. And he's amazing. And he is such a hottie. And he knows that. We've all said to him, wow, you are a great piece of eye candy, Jeff. And he is very happily married. It's not like that. But yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely get on there and just stare for a while. Yes, it definitely is a Libra thing to want to please everyone. Can someone add his link, a professional hottie, right? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it on here. I don't know if I can do this. Right? See, I know it. Everybody loves him. He's great. Show. Yay, did it work? Can you all see his link? Hopefully. Oh, I just clicked off of my video. But yes, that's his link. Yay, she put his link up there. That's him. And he's amazing. I just adore him. Is that you're unsure if hot or you just got hypnotized? That is awesome. But I assure you he's hot. He's hot to men, he's hot to women, he's hot. And he rides a motorcycle and he's a genuinely nice guy and he, you know, so he's a good fantasy person. So anyway, hi Juju B. Okay. So are we done with that topic? Are we all there? He turns all the straight ones bi. Absolutely. Had to pop out for a while. Good. He's all right. Nice man, just not my type. Ugh, Jackie. Okay. Yes. Yes. I hope. And if it, honestly, guys, if you still don't understand or you have a question, you can message me. I would prefer if we could just skate through 20 more days of Mercury, but I will certainly try to find a different way to communicate my point. And I will try to edit Fly Him Out for Tarot Stock. I would love to. I know he's out in California. But yes, no kidding. I would love to. I just adore Jeffrey. He's great. Thank you guys. I love you too. And I knew that people were taking it the wrong way when I posted that. Not my type either, Jackie. Anyway, I knew people were taking that the wrong way when I posted that, so I have to go back and look at it in the morning. Maybe Mercury won't be killing me quite so much. And I'll tweak it until it sounds like what I know everyone is. From what I gather, you haven't done anything wrong. I know I have it only 20 days left. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is going to be bad. It's not supposed to be bad for Libras. What the fuck? This is not fair. I haven't had one this bad since it was supposed to be bad for me like 3 times ago. For real. Like, holy shit. What the hell? It is Taurus. My moon sign is Taurus. And my rising is Leo. I don't know what that means yet. I've only gotten halfway through Dustin's video on it. Passing out chocolate cookies, good idea. Which it's supposed to affect Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo the most. Oh boy, I'm a Libra through and through and scared. Yes, please, Dave, puff, puff, pass, please. My other kids need to come home so I have a connection. I'd say I had to block my parents. They were getting on my nerves with all the preaching and Bible verses they were throwing at me. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know, Jen. I feel like I was slapped with a couple of fish. Are you okay, Jack? I know I saw a couple of your comments, but I know I missed some of them. Are you all right, Jack? You're a Taurus moon too, Leland? Again, I don't really know what that means. I'm just starting to learn this, and I want to go through Dustin's videos, but I just haven't had the time. It's been crazy. Also need cake. Yes, cake for sure. Okay, I had a whole nother topic. And I'll be damned if I can even remember what the hell the topic was supposed to be. Wine time, yay! Damn it, literally, what the hell? I had a whole topic to do. Maybe it's an I don't care kind of thing. I'm not really affected. Oh, I wish I wasn't. It's okay, just on day 5 of some annoying cold. And this conversation, while good, has been exhausting. Yeah, I'm with you, Jack. More about the goddess power thing. Oh, yeah, we can talk about that now. Do you guys want to talk about that now? Is Truth still in here? I know they had some questions, but I think Truth was saying that I said something that I didn't say. I think. But I'm not sure. You need a secretary for your mind? I so do, Ash. Oh my God, I need a secretary for my mind. Hi, Pam. That's right. Yeah, I swear Thanks for stopping, Selkie. I hope I didn't offend you or yell at you or anything, because I didn't mean to. You just got a letter from the IRS. Ah, I hear you, Lillian. I'm with you there. I think if I don't really think about it, it doesn't affect me. Perfect. I'm still learning the astrology thing. Me too. I'm definitely learning. That's why I'm getting around with Dustin. Take a puff and you pass it around. Yes, I know it. I saw an ad for American Gods on Stars, and it looked like those drawings. I watched, I think, most of the first season. I read the book, but only the first one. Here's the thing. When those kind of things go around, I start to read the books after I watched the show, because I don't want to ruin the show. Like Game of Thrones, I won't go ahead of the show on the books, because the book is always better. So I don't want to ruin the show. When I first started watching, I thought this was about a trigger, like putting your index finger to your thumb to help you meditate. Tina, that may have been better than what we ended up going through in this video. Astrology is like advanced algebra. I know. It is very hard for me too. And that's because it is like math kind of for me too. Really? You haven't heard of it until 5 minutes ago? I loved the first season. So it's really good. The first season is out. I haven't done mine in 2 years. You haven't done your what? What did I miss? Damn it. Haven't done my taxes. I don't want to pay. Ugh. I did my taxes thinking I was going to get money back, and it didn't happen. So I tried to read the book once, didn't like it. I did, but I only liked it after I watched the show. Is it okay? Oh, shit. For someone that is not raised as or the same culture as a certain archetype to work with them? Ashley, if it works for you, then it works. As far as I'm concerned, it's okay, because I do. Yes, that was good, Maddie. We're going to go clean. All right, Cascada. Thanks, sweetie. I work with lots of goddesses that are not my own culture. There's several Egyptian goddesses that I adore working with. Mayat is one of my matron goddesses, was my matron goddess for a long time, and is now one of my my most important goddesses. Sekhmet I have worked with and really love Sekhmet. And there are several goddesses that I work with that are not in my cultural level. I do not think that is a problem. There are people that will tell you that is a problem. So you have to decide for yourself if it feels like a problem for you or not. I feel like it's not a problem, because to me, they are all energies. There is not a... I don't know. I don't think someone can say this is only my goddess energy. I don't think they have the right to say it's just for my culture. And I would think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I have a hard time sometimes with this, but as a Celtic person, I want everyone to be able to work with Brigitte, because I love Brigitte's energy. I don't care if you're Ethiopian or Jewish or Hindu or anything else. That's my culture, and I want to share it with as many people as I can. Where the line comes in for me is, I would say a Hindu woman who worked with Brigitte for a week should not then go make money claiming to be the mouthpiece for Brigitte. So to me, that's the line part. You know what I mean? How does that style feel to you, Jen? What style? I missed it. I'm sorry, Wild Shadow Answer. If the deity calls, I answer. Exactly. On topic, I kind of feel like all gods and goddesses are representations of the divine, and the divine isn't specific to a culture. Agreed. Yes. Sorry, Wild Shadow Answer. Okay, hold on. With deities, I'm just like, whoever feels like coming on over, come on over. I'll share my breakfast. Exactly. Exactly. And I absolutely, right. And I wouldn't make money off them if that was not my culture. I would not, like, sell myself to make money off of that. What would they think? Shit. If they say, what would they think if they say you're ours and you can't talk to this person? Saran, I'm not understanding. I'm sorry. Mercury is clouding. Tell that to the gods and goddesses. What would they think? They meaning who? If they say you're ours and you can't talk to this certain person. Sorry. Shit. I'm sorry. They is in the deities. Okay, so what would the deities think if the deities say you're ours and you can't talk to this person, like the gods? What would they think about being limited to that culture? Oh, yes. I get what you're saying. Okay. I'm like, yes. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that Hecate, for example, would say, I'm sorry, Hecate, but, you know, if we say, I'm not Greek, sorry, Hecate, you cannot come to me because I'm not Greek. I think she would definitely be like, kiss my ass, bitch. I said, I'm coming to you now. Hecate is a pretty outspoken goddess. And yeah, they pretty much go to who they want to go to. And if you can spiritually connect to someone who has been calling you, it's great. That'll end well. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, not Greek. You have to back off now. Good luck with that. Yeah. In your other video, Jen, they said deity has no color. Yes, exactly. Exactly. For sure. Guys, I can't believe, I'm really sorry, Sarana, that it took me that long to connect to that. I'm telling you, Mercury has a lot of us screwy. For me, for sure. I have not been saying things right since Mercury kicked in. And it was not supposed to. I keep saying this. I know that's not going to help, but I keep going, but it's not supposed to be bad for me. Can you move on now? Because I'm a Libra. You missed it, Mercury. This is offline now. You cannot affect me. I'm not supposed to be affected by this one. Move along. Ugh, so annoying. Okay. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yes, exactly. Virgin Mary has been seen in lots of different races, for sure. Which is why I always love when... No, I'm not going to... Don't do the political thing, Jen. Definitely not. Mercury's in retrograde. Never mind. Move along. Can you suggest a Celtic god, goddess to study first for newbie? No worries, Mama. We all love and support you, and you know you're passionate about it because, yay. I'm so glad, Dustin. I know you think I was frustrated with you. I was frustrated with me because I'm like, fuck, this is not coming out right because people are not getting it. So what the fuck do you have to say to get people to get it? I'm so sorry. Thank you, Helen. What sign is your Mercury in your natal chart? Hold on. Do I have it right here? Damn it. No, it's downstairs. Motherfucking fuck. I don't know. I'll let you know, though. And Jennifer, I need to look more into you to suggest a goddess. Each goddess is good at certain things. So there's some that is going to connect with you really well and some that you might kind of clash with. So private message me and I'll ask you some questions and we can kind of get together like what you should try to start with. The retrograde just doesn't like you, right? I know. I think that if we connect to something, it's in our lineage somewhere. And absolutely, Serana. And right, it could be a past life lineage, which we don't know. So I definitely think that's possible. It's good because honestly, it goes both ways with the retrograde, the ability to talk and the ability to listen, right? You're speaking very clearly. I'm amused at why your new role is an issue. I totally get it. I'm glad Mercury hasn't affected me. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. Thank you. Gotta go. I think Viv may be sick. Sounds like she's getting sick in the bathroom. Oh, no, Ash. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Good luck. Trying to connect with Thor. Awesome. I think I might go pick up my crystal sphere I have on hold. Yay. That sounds good. When I found out about Mercury retrograde, it all makes sense to me. Oh, yes. Yes, doesn't it? Really? I connect with Caradwin, and I am so not Welsh. All Puerto Rican and Mexican. See? There you go. Perfect. And that's what I mean. The first goddess that I connected with was Mayat, and who is Egyptian. And hello, I'm like not white. I'm clear. You can like see my veins through my wrist. I'm clear. I have no Egyptian blood in me at all. But I connected very clearly to Mayat. And I adore her. And I'm sure part of it is the Libra thing. And justice to me is like incredibly important. I am though. My son sent me this post that was hilarious that said, can you look at the stupid Irish girl sitting in the sun. And this girl was very sunburned. And when you looked closer, they were sitting on a white beach and there was a woman behind her that you couldn't see because she like blended in with the white sand. And I'm like, yeah, I know, Frank. And Frank's like, Mom, look, they got you on there. I'm like, oh yeah, that really is me. Yep. You should get your DNA. I so want to. I know I will. What is it called when you think of a goddess as an archetype and not an entity? All right, so is there a name for it? There is. You're going to ask me this on Mercury retrograde. What is it called? There's a name for it. It is. I don't know why I'm trying. This is so not going to happen, but you will. I will look it up and get back to you because I don't think that's going to happen tonight. There is a name for it. I can tell you that. You saw that meme? Thank you, right? Totally. Egyptian goddess Isis and Brigitte, and you're Italian. See? Exactly. Perfect. Yep. All right. Come worship me only if you live in this one region, right? Okay, guys. So I can retype it or something. Sorry. Agnostic pagans. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. I have to look it up. There were even Celtic warriors in Egypt. Yes, right? I know it. So, who are we to say? All right, guys, I'm going to let you go because it is Friday night and Maddie and Dave are going on for their, popcorn party tonight. So you guys can head on over there after. I'm not sure if they're going on a minute ago. Whoops. Or at 9:30. Shit. I hope I'm not stepping on their toes, guys. I believe they're going on Dave's channel, which would be Wizard's Tower. I think. If not, it's Conjurer's Table. But I think they're going on Dave's channel. I believe. Is today? No, that's the, no. All right, so go ahead and check them out. They will be on very shortly, I'm sure. And I love you guys. And we'll get through this retrograde eventually. If you guys truly still don't understand, give it a couple days and let me work on the wording. Okay, please. And I promise you, no matter what you post, you're not in trouble. You're not getting kicked out of the group. I'm not mad at you. I still love you. I'll just tell you how to handle it if it came up, okay? Love you guys.